Hello everybody, welcome to the crash course demo for the new management dashboard for fixxit.ai. Um, I'm just gonna briefly walk step by step through every feature that's available here, and then in separate videos I'll go in depth into the functionality of each individual section. Um, so to start, we're just gonna go from top to bottom of these tabs that you have available here, and so we'll just start with the dashboard here. So this is what you're seeing here. So from here you get to see insights generated, the statistics on the insights generated by our system. And so you can see here we have 29 AI insights generated here. This is the verification rate, so how fast managers are verifying the the logs that come in from the AI, or what percentage of them are verified. You can see your active conversations here. So how many conversations your techs have had with our system. And then here you can see the AI average AI confidence, and this is a measure of, on average, how confident the AI is signaling on the logs that it's creating. And so if you see here, you can see your top 5 most requested machines. So in this case, we have the Braun gas dryers at number 1 with 4 requests, and then the rest down here below that. And then if you see here from the business impact analysis, you can see that overall usefulness score, which is just the AI gives a rating based on how useful it thinks it will be for a business application, just high, medium, low. And as you can see here, it's about 33% for high impact, 61% for medium impact, and 5.6 for low impact. So this is what the AI is returning here. Down here you can see your common failure modes. So 14 of the logs created by the AI were mechanical, 2 for electrical, 1 for a second mechanical spelled in Spanish there, and then 1 more for the equipment status. And then here you can see the most recent high value insights. So this is just at a glance you can see like the logs that are coming in and the highest values of those for the most recent. Moving on to the manage logs section. This is where now, as managers, you can fully manage all of the incoming logs generated by the AI and exactly where they're, whether or not you want to verify them, whether or not you want to delete them, whether or not you want them to get put back into the database, etc. And so from here, you can see, we'll just start here at the top. You can see just some statistics based off of it. So there's 29 total logs created. 2 of them have been verified. 27 of them are unverified. 11 high impact over the course of 29 sessions, and the average confidence there again. And so if you click here, you can create a new log. This is a manual creation, so as managers, if you wanted to just put something into the database just so you know that it's there, you could do all this. So you just have to fill in these 3 required pieces of information. So you have your name, the insight title, so just like a brief description of what it is, and then anything that you want to put as the actual insight content. And then down here, these are advanced settings. These are optional, but I do recommend that you do fill these in. It just helps the AI find your information better. And so you can select which machine you're dealing with, select the problem category, everything here. And when these logs are created, they're automatically put into the database for the AI to reference. And then from here, this is the data dump. So if you have anything that is just sitting around that you think would be useful, up to 10,000 characters, you can paste it in here, and our AI will take at the maximum 10. At the maximum 10, it shoots for the most high value insights that it can find from the data. And so whatever you paste in there, it'll try to generate insights off of it, and then that gets saved into the database as well. And then down here in the AI Insights directory, this is the actual logs coming in made by the AI. And so you can see the insight title there, the user that created it, whether or not it's verified or unverified, the equipment category, or the category for the type of log it was, the impact, and then over here, these are some actions here that you can do to interact with the log itself. So you can view the insight here, and this will give you a full description of the insight, along with some other categories down here. If you click View Chat, this will give you all of the chat messages associated with that insight that the AI generated something off of. So if you click Verify here, that will automatically verify that log. So now the AI knows that that log is verified, and it will reference those logs as valid troubleshooting insights. And if you click deactivate, that is basically the same as deleting the log. So if you deactivate it, it no longer shows up at all for the AI. The AI can reference unverified logs if it's specified to do so, but it cannot reference deactivated logs. And so now it doesn't appear here, but if you click show deactivated here, now you can see all the logs that have been deactivated. And you can reactivate them, verify them if you wanted to. And then over here, you can select multiple logs if you want to verify in bulk. You click bulk verify, clear selection to get rid of those selects. You can view them by verified only, by unverified only. And then this is going to be a list of the users that came along with it. And so if you see, since I deactivated that log, yeah, it won't show up there now. Right, and if you go into manage machines here, these are all of the machines that the AI has picked up on, and this is where you can at a glance manage what the names of these machines are and everything inside the database. So if you see this one here, this is the name that the AI decided, and when you're verifying, we'll get to that later, but when you verify the documents, you select the names for it. And so if you can see the name here, the models that it decided that was associated with that, and the aliases here. The aliases category is a purely human input category. So if you click here, you click edit, you can add an alias. So if this was, I don't know, like a tumble dryer, and your text often reference it as a tumble dryer, now the AI will understand when a tech asks, hey, I'm having a problem with the tumble dryer, it will now understand that the tumble dryer is associated with this name here. And then same with the logs, you can deactivate these machines, and when you click deactivate, it'll take that machine out of a reference to the database entirely. So now any questions asked about that machine can no longer be answered by the AI. It won't understand what that machine is. And over here you can see a document count for how many documents are associated with those machines. Now if we go to upload documents here, so this is where everything starts. You click document upload. We'll just do this one for now. You upload the file. It automatically gets uploaded to our database. This is where we do our AI analysis. So after you upload the document here, you go to document verification, and then under the new uploads tab, you can see that document you just uploaded. You can preview it here, and this will bring you directly to the manual. And if you click analyze here, or analyze all new uploads if you were uploading multiple documents at once, it will use AI analysis to determine the machine name, the type of document it is, if it's a manual, a spare part list, or a diagram. See here, so it determined that it's the brim washer extractors. And if this name is incorrect, you can change it, and it'll automatically update all of the other machines associated with that name. You can select the document type here, so let's view this manual. So as you can see, it's an instruction and parts manual. So we're going to select that to be a manual document. It's a general type manual, so if this was a manual maybe specific to an inverter or specific to a part on this machine, you would indicate that here, what part or assembly it's part of, and then you would say it's a part of assembly to this machine. But since this is a general manual, just an instruction manual, we just say that it's general. Just leave it as general. The AI gives a little description of what this document is. You can add or delete model numbers here. If you wanted to use AI again to reanalyze this document, you would click reanalyze here. You can view the document, or you can download it here. Once you've confirmed that all the documents you've uploaded are correct, you can either select them individually here, or you can select all the available documents here, and then you click verify selected documents. That document will now go into the verified documents section here. So under document verification, verified documents, this is a directory of all of the documents that are confirmed verified. So you can sort by machine here. All of these machines with all of their documents. You can sort by the models. So if you wanted to see what documents were attached to a specific model, right? You could do it there. And if you wanted to unverify this document, you would click unverify selected. And then that'll bring it back to the review and verify where you can change the information on it, and then you can re-verify it once you've changed the information. Inside here, you can press delete, and this will automatically delete the document. If it's already been fully processed, it will delete the document everywhere. So it will no longer exist in the database that the AI can reference. It'll no longer exist in here in the management dashboard. And so then you can reprocess it entirely if you wanted to. So this is where we move on to the document processing section. So now that we've verified the documents and the information is correct inside of them, this is where we move on to the processing part. So now this is the one that we just verified was correct. We'll select it here. And as you can see, there's other ones here. If you wanted to select them all, you could do that as well, but we'll just process the one for now. And you press start processing. It'll tell you that one job got created for that one document. And then now you can see it here. It's pending here. And occasionally you press refresh and it'll keep saying pending until it's completed. And I'll get back to you guys whenever it's completed. Okay, as you can see here, that manual document we processed is now completed. It took about a minute to a minute and a half for that one document. It can take, if you're processing lots of documents at once, like 20, 30, 40 documents at once, it can take upwards of 10 to 15 minutes to process all the documents. Even though it may appear like it's stalled out, just give it some time and it will eventually process those documents. And so now that document is processed, you can see it here in a little bit of a description about what we pulled, and you can view the data. And so this is the data that the AI is actually going to be pulling from. So it's raw, unstructured or structured markdown text that the AI can interpret quality-wise. Right, and so then that completes the full document processing process for your side. So now you can delete this document, and this will delete it out of the Supabase or out of your AI's database. Otherwise, you just leave it here, and everything is good to go. The AI can now reference these documents. And so then now you can see how we created brim washer extractor here. If we go over to manage machines, you can see that there's now brim washer extractors here with those model numbers, and it's saying that there's one document active in the database for that one. And so then now that machine can now be recognized by the AI. And then the last thing here is just account settings. So from here, you can manage your account information. You can change your password. You can select a new password. You can confirm your new password. And then in user management here, you can create new users for this management dashboard. This does not create users for the actual application itself. It only creates users for the management dashboard. And so if you have multiple managers that you want to be able to upload and access the logs for the server, this is where you would manage that. And that completes the crash course analysis of, or the crash course for this management dashboard. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help. So, yeah, good luck.